Destiny Benel Goranson the second.
Hello, David, the Pakman, Argentinian Pakman the first, my YouTube friend. What's up?
You're gonna have to workshop that a little bit, I think. I don't know that
I'm
that's
workshopping
firing
it
on all
right now
cylinders
on
yet.
stage. How are you doing today, buddy?
Are you live streaming on some platform now?
What do you mean on some platform? Are you? Do you live stream anymore? I forget.
I'm live.
Oh, me too.
Listen, I don't even necessarily want to talk about the debate because our time is always so short and we have all these restrictions because of the bans on different platforms and
I'm
different
not
things.
the only platform I've been on Twitch. Are you streaming on Twitch right now?
No, I'm not. I'm getting so many people that write to me, essentially just attacking me for associating you, whatever the hell that means,
Yeah.
because of XYZ thing that you've said. And the list is so wild. I don't know, are any of these things true? You've become a right winger. You now hate the left, including me. You are now playing coy with white supremacists. Are any of these things true?
All of those and more. Every bad thing you think about me is true, and more than that, David.
Are you being serious?
No, why would you think I'm being serious?
Oh, I don't. So, like, you haven't denounced the left or something? You just
No,
have
I'm a
some
goddamn
frustrations with
progressive.
it?
I'm the only guy out here on the front lines fighting this war, okay? David?
Okay, it's taken on a little bit of a weird tone, but
How'd you, who do you think were your standouts for tonight? I'm curious.
sorry, the standouts.
Yeah, like who do you think had who came away the victors from here? Give me like your
I think
top
Trump
three.
was the biggest winner tonight, honestly.
You really think so?
Listen, the first half of the debate, I think Vivek was strong. And then it started to become clear that he's out of his mind. And Nikki Haley really made him not look so good. And then it seemed the moderator stayed away from him a little bit more. So if it had been an hour debate, I think he would have been the clear winner. It's less clear to me. I had high expectations for Chris Christie. He had a few good moments and some pretty bad ones. And then I think the overperformer, like I think the guy is disgusting and just pathetic. But I think the guy who performed better than I expected was to some degree Mike Pence, as weird as that is.
Okay, I think we probably largely agree. I will say I'm really happy that this Vivek guy is out now because he's just like I can immediately know if I can write off a person's entire opinion about politics if they're like a new Vivek fan because I can already see like all of the old Trump people and all of like the kind of newer like far right people and like ultra populist people gathering around him. So I'm glad that he's on stage now so I can immediately identify the craziest people on the conservative side of things.
I don't disagree. My stream was like invaded by the Vivek fans, and it was just kind of annoying more than anything.
Yeah, it's even annoying. At first, when I saw him talking, I was like, oh, wow, it's like the Andrew Yang of the right. But I don't think Andrew Yang is anywhere near as insane or horrible as this guy is. Oh, my
100%.
goodness, Jesus.
There's like a tech entrepreneur element
Yeah.
that links him to Yang, but ideologically, I mean, this guy seems nuts to me.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's like he is like. Remember how a few years ago we were all like, I wonder what politics is going to look like after Trump. People like
Yeah.
Vivek are the next generation, the younger. I want to abolish every part of the government. I want a revolution, not an incremental improvement. I want to all foreign policy needs to be off the table. We need to redo it like that. He's like that next stage of populist like people on the right, I think.
And it's crazy that I don't know if you saw the moment where Martha McCallum read like 12 departments and agencies he wanted to eliminate. And with a straight face, he goes, yes, that's correct. And people in the crowd cheer.
Yeah.
It's such an unserious thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know. It is the populist take, right? Yeah. He also wants to raise the voting age to like 25, doesn't he, or something?
It's so funny. He wants to be the candidate of the next generation
Uh-huh.
and also not let you vote unless you're 25 years old. It's like, but this is just crazy. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Running him down real quick. I guess these are my quick thoughts on everybody. I feel like DeSantis is in his own world. He's writing off his
Completely.
record. Like, I don't think he talked to another person this entire debate. I'm not even sure if he did. Vivek, I agree with you. Very strong first impression. In the beginning, I was like, I think this might be his standout moment. He's going to come off really strong. And then he just completely just disappeared for the last like hour of that debate. I noticed something that he's good with the slogans like Trump, but he's very bad with like the witty comebacks. Almost every single time he got into a back and forth, with Christie, he didn't do well. With Pence, he didn't do well. With Haley, I think he got slaughtered.
Oh, that was the worst moment for him. It seemed like the wind was let out of his sails when Haley basically schooled him. Yeah.
Oof, yeah. I feel like Pence did decent. He's already like a very well-known candidate, but I don't think he stumbled at all. I think he sounds like good. He sounds very presidential and everything. I feel like Nikki Haley had a strong showing. I'm going to be honest. I've been in crazy red pill space and everything. I haven't followed politics as much, so I hadn't heard as much about her, but I feel like all of her answers were pretty good and she came off well. And even on an anti-Trump platform, which she gave quite a few pretty anti-Trump answers tonight, she seemed to do well with the crowd, and I think she was really strong. Her back and forth with Vivek was really strong too.
He got the least grief from the crowd when she went anti-Trump by far.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point it seemed like Chris Christie was going to be booed off the stage.
Yeah. Chris Christie, I thought did good, but I can never rate this guy higher than a meeting because he just doesn't look like a Republican to me. He feels like a Democrat just in the way that he talks. I feel like he's just there to like torpedo candidates like he did with Rubio and stuff. I feel like that's all he exists for.
I think that if you said to me one of those 8 people will be the next president, I would pick Chris Christie every single time. I don't think he has any serious shot, but I do hope that at some point in this whole process, he single-handedly destroys another candidate's chances to the point where they have to drop out the next day again. I would love to see that.
Yeah. For the last 3, Tim Scott, is it Asa Hutchinson? Yeah, and then Doug Burgum. I feel like nothing against any of these guys. Well, against all of them because they're all Republicans. But like, I feel like they just needed to do more to set themselves apart. I feel like all 3 of them are very forgettable.
There's this self-fulfilling prophecy where if you're not polling as well, you don't get to talk as much, which makes it impossible to gain support, you know?
Yeah, but then also you have to do more when you're on stage to set yourself apart from other people. Like when you get on and just kind of give like the standard conservative talking points and you're already like not that well known, you know? I think Vivek had a good strategy of like, everyone here is bought and paid for. I'm the only non-super PAC candidate, right? Setting himself apart. Yeah.
If I were a 1%er, like if I just barely made it in, like Hutchinson or Burgum, I would like try to workshop something a little wacky to do to try to at least generate some attention. I'm not saying wacky like dressing a certain way, but maybe like something like Vivek, like going up there and going, listen, these people are so afraid of me, they're not even going to give me a chance to talk. Just watch. I challenge you. Count talk time. And it's like, of course, you're not going to get as much time, but you're creating a story that might be interesting and maybe will make it into the news cycle.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like my favorite moment from the entire debate was when they asked to raise your hand, I think, if you would support Trump if he got nominated, and the right half of the room instantly, I think, did it. And then like the people on the left half were like waiting for the responses. And then I think very slowly, I think it was DeSantis, Christie, and I think Pence raised his hand, but I couldn't tell if they were like doing a thing or not. That was really funny. They didn't make that big a deal
about it. I missed that
yet.
moment because we were using the FoxNews.com stream and the commercials went 20 or 30 seconds too long and overlapped with the debate. So I literally missed what you're describing.
Oh shit, it was really funny. Yeah, because they were like, who would support him? And the left half of the room all raised their hand, or the right stage left, right hand did. And then on the other side, they were kind of waiting for the audience response to get their hands up there. I thought it was really funny. But
what did you think about the ChatGPT moment with Christie?
I thought it was funny. I always get really scared when I watch people, because everybody on that stage has got to have like horror moments of like the Rubio moment when Chris Christie just like single-handedly kamikazed him off the stage, and I feel like he's always loading up fun. Like for the it was a funny comment. Yeah, what's a skinny guy with an eyelash name doing it? The last guy that did was Barack Obama. It was like, true. Yeah, and then the ChatGPT comment.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah,
it really wasn't bad.
Christie's really good with those.
Where are you on like? Is this good or bad for Trump with Trump absent?
Man, I just never know. Conservatives are just insane, man. I don't know. I feel like, and I keep saying this, and I think I'll be right, but I could be wrong. But I feel like all the indictments, all the drama, all this nonsense is just, it's weighing on conservatives. And I think that if a new person can like blossom out of these debates, like a Vivek, I think people will jump ship because it's just so much. It's so much with Trump.
I think there's two sides. One side is Republicans saw what it's like to have a conversation among Republicans with no Trump present, and they might like it, and they might go, hey, we could like go back to this if we just don't vote for the guy. So I think that's potentially dangerous for Trump. On the other hand, no one did so well, and the crowd was a pretty heavily pro-Trump crowd as well, that this might just reinforce the idea that like, we're not really that excited by the other options. We're going to stick with Trump.
Yeah, potentially. We'll see. I feel like every new Trump indictment is strengthening his fervor with his most stringent supporters, or the ones that are most loyal. But I feel like it's trimming off more and more from the outside. So as these debates keep happening and we get more standout performances from people, and maybe I'm sorry, I guess I haven't been following politics for as long, but like, has it always been the case that these debates have like 10 people on stage? Have we ever had...
At the beginning, it's pretty common. Yeah, at the beginning, it's pretty common because the requirements to get in are so low.
Okay, yeah. I feel like, especially once we get down to like 4 or 5 and we start trimming some of the Scotts, Hutchinsons, and the Burgums. No offense to those guys, but yeah, maybe seeing these guys go deeper into the debates will be interesting. Yeah. Also, I feel like DeSantis's fan base, I feel like that is a fan base that's up for grabs because he's very popular, because he's got all the recognition from everything from Florida for the past few years. But oh man, I was really big on the like, I think DeSantis can do it. I think he actually has the capacity to take out Trump and blah, blah, blah. I changed my mind, I think a few months ago. It was the first time I saw him walk into a restaurant and start talking to voters. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, it's not him. It will never be him. Literally, no matter what, it is, the answer will never be Ron DeSantis. Oh my God.
No, those are. It's like I enjoy how Hardy's failing, and it's still a little bit painful to see him like interact with people.
Jeez, yeah.
Hey, before we run out of time, in the sense that I'm going to bed soon, I want to check in with you about one other thing. I see constantly you're debating this person, you're debating that person, you're debating vegans, you're debating anti-feminists, you're debating. You're confronting Hassan. You're on. I'm looking at your thing now. You were with Stitch, and then Ethan, and like, are you just traveling around, basically doing debates at this point? Is this the big thing you're doing?
Well, like it's completely tangential, but my content growth strategy for the past year has basically been to do as many large shows from as many different communities as possible, because the more new eyes you put yourself in front of, the better it is to get exposed to new audiences. And I have an interest in a wide variety of issues anyway, so it's easy to move to these other areas and have conversations across a lot of platforms too. So yeah, that's basically
is the like schlepping around getting annoying?
I mean, I basically at this point I fly out to LA once a month anyway. So I'm kind of used to it at this point. I'll fly out to LA. I'll do like anywhere from 3 to 6 shows, and then I fly back to Florida, stream, do my thing. Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha. So you're just like you're just doing it basically. And has the strategy worked?
Yeah, this is like the last year has definitely been my most explosive year for growth, for sure.
Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm just like, it's not that I'm lazy, but it's just like I'd rather concentrate and just be in the studio and do my show, and then when I travel, just actually like be on vacation. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hate vacation. I'm like very much like a work. If I like taking vacation is very hard for me. I want to pick up my phone and work on stuff and do stuff all the time. So yeah, but that's good that you can. It's probably good to disconnect. Yeah.
I think it is. I think it is.
I've seen the pictures of you and your child. Like, very adorable. I don't know if that's appropriate to say.
Oh yeah, I'm a father now, I guess is technically what they're telling me, you know?
Yeah, I'd say the reports are in, and that does seem to be the consensus.
That seems to be the thing. Yeah. Any advice of any kind?
Usually don't drop them. Don't forget to water them at least once every 3 days. Yeah, if CPS starts coming around, find out which neighbor is calling the cops on you. Basic stuff like that. Yeah.
All seems reasonable. Are you is there a possibility of another child in your future?
Yeah, I mean, there's always possibilities.
Well, but you know what I'm saying. Is it something you're trying to
have a child? Oh, well, avoid right now. Yeah, I think at some point when my wife gets a little bit older, when we slow down a little bit, we might want to. That sounded like I have a child bride. What I mean is that when we're at a stage in our life where we're done advancing our careers so heavily, we might want to like slow down and have a child. That's what I meant.
Got it. Okay. So, but for the time being, you're actively avoiding it. It sounds.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you still on the pork at breakfast? Is that still a thing? I remember last time we got together, it was just pork coming out of the wazoo.
Do we not? Are we anti-pork for breakfast? Is that like a thing for you?
No, no, it was just it's still in my mind where they're usually like bacon or sausage, and you said, "Give me both, I'll pay extra," and it was just jarring to me.
Well, listen, I grew up on good diner food like IHOP, and usually at IHOP there's usually like an advanced egg breakfast or like a sampler breakfast where you can do like, because I think didn't IHOP used to have a meal where you could get 2 small slices of ham, 2 pieces of bacon, and 2 pieces of sausage links?
I've never been. I mean, I've been to Denny's, and it sounds like a Denny's
You've
thing.
never
I've
been to
never been to an
IHOP
IHOP.
before?
No, never.
Why would you want just one type of pork for breakfast when you can have like two or three?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Where are you on turkey bacon, for or against?
Honestly, for it, you should probably always eat turkey bacon if you can. It's probably better for you. It's less fatty, more lean. Those are the same thing.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no,
it's good.
I'm
It's
with
good.
you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
hmm
All right, my friend. Well, listen, I'll be in touch offline, and I'm glad we were able to connect, albeit briefly tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, if you're bored, when after we hang up, I sent you a tweet. That was the hand raising moment. I recommend watching it if you haven't. It's pretty funny.
Oh, okay.
It's
I'll
about
check
a
it
minute
out.
long. Yeah. All right. I'll see you later. Good
Cool.
luck, buddy. Bye.
All right, take care. See you. There goes.
There goes David the Packer Pakman 2024 recap. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, hey, listen. Oh, I should have asked him how he felt about getting DMCA'd if he's worried about that at all. Jesus, I'm so paranoid. He had like over 200,000 viewers for the debate, so I could probably carry a lot of viewership for it, but I don't want to eat that.
But we are going to take a brief moment and talk about the elephant not in the room.
Former President Trump has been indicted in 4 different states on 91 counts. He will be processed tomorrow in Georgia at the Fulton County Jail for charges relating to the 2020 election loss.
You all signed a pledge to support the eventual Republican nominee. If former President Trump is convicted in a court of law, would you still support him as your party's choice? Please raise your hand if you would.
I like these guys raise their hands immediately. and then DeSantis pops up. Then Pence comes up. And then Christie, oh, he waves his finger. I didn't see that. Okay. There wasn't that much attention paid to this, but I thought this moment was so fucking funny. I thought this was so funny. Oh my god. Wait, did Pakman watch this yet?
I will be back tomorrow. What a day. Thank you for joining me. Don't bother with the hate mail. It's going right into
Oh no, he's not. Did he watch it?
jail rather. We've got another that's where
Oh, he did watch it. Fuck.
His choice. Please raise your hand if you would.
He's so slow.
Oh, this is bizarre. Oh, this is horrifying.
So just to be clear, Governor Christie, you were kind of late to the game there.
Oh man, and that's where we tuned in. All right, everybody, listen. It's been a long night. We've got another stream tomorrow when Trump gets booked in full.
Somebody link this. Hold on.
All those in favor carried unanimously.
That's a good quote. It reminded me of the it reminded me of the Onion skit.
Short of it is that things are going to get bad before they get better.
I actually don't think the situation is quite
With
so
the guys
grim.
responding
I
to
think
the
that
live
economy
the live
actually
audience
is on
reaction.
the rebound.
Yeah, I agree. I don't believe in this gloom and doom stuff. I think that the future is very bright.
Right.
As long as we all pull up our
I'm sorry,
bootstraps. and-
just to clarify, I did not mean to say that the economy is in bad shape.
But didn't you just say that you believe it will continue to get worse?
I believe you said that.
Right.
Yeah.
Technically, but what I meant to say...
but the real
This
reason
is such a
the
good skit.
economy is
What happened to the Onion? Why don't they make these anymore? Fuck.
doing better right now is because the hard-working Americans
Right.
that are out there. All
They
of the
do? Really? I feel like the funniest Onion skits are all like 10 plus years old. Even on their channel, it's an 11-year-old skit that they're showing here. I haven't watched any of the recent stuff. Maybe it is good. I don't know. Maybe I should. Yeah. But. All right. I love you guys. It's been fun. Hold up. Wait. Oh, somebody super chatted on YouTube. They said, as a fellow boomer Nebraskan, I'm heading to Miami Beach in a month for some business and a hangout day. Any recommendations for food or fun that isn't just drinking? No, I don't know anything about what's fun anywhere. All I do is stay inside all day and play video games. So I know like some good restaurants, and that's about it. I'm so sorry. Hold on. What's that Tory Girls kick stream? Because I still owe her subs and that kick stream from before, the host, and I haven't done it, but I think she said she was live tonight. Oh, this. Okay, I'm hosting her. Good luck. Oh, no. Why is she looking at this?
So what's going on at the moment? Oh, Scotty.
Hold on, I might not host her. It depends on our answer here.
Wants to hear the problem again.
Oh, God.
I don't know. We're talking about this, it's a physics question.
The satisfaction that I feel is already immense. We can explain it again.
Do it then.
No, you got it. You got it.
I was looking up. Somebody else's mugshot came out, by the way, not Trump. It was this man.
Hold on, I don't know if this
Are you still live on
release.
TikTok?
No.
No, why not?
Show my Visa card one
I don't
time.
know. The views went down, and then I was like, oh, I need a snack, so I just left, and then I was gonna go back on, but.
Gotcha.
Wait, what happens if I gift her 100 subs and she doesn't have 100 viewers?
I saw Gunther doing a little dance in the corner. All right, we playing Black Ops 2? What's happening?
Okay. All right, I'm hosting her. Good luck. See you guys later. Peace out.
Ending lip? What's up? Physics